Before the weather gets too cold, let's make some fish. Let's make some warming, delicious, beautiful fish dishes, fishes and dishes. Today I want to show you guys a really simple go-to 1, 2, 3 fish dish. It's phenomenal. Let me show you how to do it. This one really is what I like to call a quick fire, meaning it doesn't take a ton of time, it's a quick fire. So I've got a saute pan on my griddle. I'm on like medium. Let's actually come up to high heat. We want screaming, we want to go fast and furious. So I'm going to do a considerable amount of oil and let that start heating up while we get to our next spot. Now today I'm using snapper. I love snapper. As a Floridian, snapper just kind of sings the Gulf of Mexico to me, but we don't need it just yet. We put this off to the side. We're going to get to our garlic. Now this is where some technique comes into play. We're going to take the bottoms off, not all the way through, put our knife flat, give it a smash. Oh yeah, look at that, gorgeous, stunning. Now let's peel it. Technique meaning we want long, thin slices. We're not going to mince it up. We want to see the garlic in the end, but if it's too thick, it's too much of a punch in the face of garlic, and we don't want that. So we want some nice thin slices. Now that was a pretty big garlic clove. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. What's the old phrase? You can never have too much garlic? I don't know if that's a phrase. I just made it up. Take that skin off. Give it a smash. Open up some surface area, and let's go nice and thin. All right, now I'm going to take all of this. We're going to go right into my pan. So let's pick all this up, and here we go. Take it easy. Here we go. Right in our pan. So we definitely have our bubbles starting. That means our pan was nice and hot. That's what we want. We want to bring out all the oils and the aromas in our garlic. Now before that cooks too far, let's get to a yellow onion. We don't need a ton. So I'm just going to take just a little piece off the side. We'll save that rest of that onion for something else. And we'll cut off the ends. And we're going to give this a nice fine dice. We want tiny, tiny little pieces. Beautiful. We're going to let that go for just a couple of minutes. You'll notice right away that aroma just poof. So good. So good. Before I forget, check out this amazing oregano. Bright, fresh herbs are the way to go. Now, we don't even need to peel this stuff. Let's take 3 or 4. We're going to throw that right down in our garlic and onions. Let some of that oil start to come out naturally. We are using asparagus today. Let me show you a fun little trick. I love asparagus. It's really, really great. Sometimes we have this really fibrous, and so as you get further down the stem, it gets very, very fibrous. Like, you don't want to eat this part. If I just take it and bend, it will naturally break at the most fibrous part. That's a fun little trick on how to find where that most fibrous part is that we don't want to eat. However, that doesn't look amazing. So what I'm going to do is take a few of these, and I'm going to guesstimate where that line is. Essentially, this is what I want. You can check this out. A nice long bias cut. Look how beautiful. So beautiful. I love that. Let's do that to a few more. I try like stagger them out a little bit, just like that. Find that spot. Nice long bias cut. Let's do a few of those. I don't think we need all of this. Let's do like 7 or 8 pieces. Okay, I like that. Let's do 2 more. We'll do them all. We have a couple of big pieces of fish. Stagger them out. Long bias cut. We are in business. This is gorgeous. This is what I'm looking for, but we're not going to cook it just yet because we want that bite. We want that crunch. Let's talk about our fish. Now today I have some red snapper. Look at this beautiful skin, Ethan. Can you see that? Stunning, gorgeous skin on. Now this is really simple. We're just going to do oil, salt, and pepper because we want this fish to sing. We want that flavor of the ocean to shine. So a little salt and a little pepper goes a long way. Perfect. Now, before we cook our fish, because that is gonna go very quick, I have some stunning heirloom tomatoes. Look at those things, Ethan. They're beautiful. They've got those little striations, the lines. You can just tell they came from the earth. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go into my garlic oil right on top. Now you'll notice they'll start to cook down and liquefy. Some of that liquid's gonna come out of the tomatoes, creating a sauce, which is what we're looking for. Before we get too far into that, I do want a little bit of lemon juice for my fish. But before, there it is, before I get to that, I want to zest it. So if you take a zester, we're going to get rid of this zest. We're going to save it for a little bit later. This is just much easier to do before you've sliced your lemon or any citrus. Also, can you see on there, we're not getting too deep into the white. Once you get into the pith or the white, the flavor starts to get very bitter. And we don't want that. We just want that gorgeous aromatic skin. That's where all the oils are. That's where all the flavor is. And that's what we're looking for. Beautiful. And now I do want to slice my lemon because we want a touch of this lemon juice on our fish. Get rid of a couple of those seeds if you can. And we're gonna go right over the fish. Now this is gonna give us a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of sugar. It's gonna help crisp up the flesh of this fish. It's gonna be phenomenal. Get out of here, little seed. You don't need that. Now let's check on our tomatoes real quick. We do want them to start popping. Ethan, come on over, let me show you. Our garlic and our onions are starting to get nice and brown. You see that? Our tomatoes are heating up. They're starting to get soft. Let's give that a little toss. That's beautiful. It's stunning. It smells so good. All right, now is where we need to add our liquid. So I'm gonna add a bit of white wine. I am a fan of Pinot Grigio, mostly because it's got a lot of flavor, but it's not overpowering. For instance, you wouldn't want to use Chardonnay. There's too much flavor, too much of that malolactic fermentation, that like buttery flavor. I don't want that. I want something nice and light. Now we're gonna add a decent amount of our wine and let that start reducing. That's good. That's gonna stop the cooking process on our garlic and our onions, so we have that beautiful caramelization, but we're not burning it, so that's okay. I also have capers. If you don't know, get ready for flavor. If you like olives, you'll love capers. I want some of the juice. There's a good bit of brininess, a good bit of saltiness. We're gonna add this right to our pan. Some juice and some capers. Oh, gorgeous. Beautiful. Well, let's let that start reducing just a little bit while we get to our asparagus. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of oil on the other side of my griddle. Now I've got this up on high heat. Can you see that, Ethan? It's starting to smoke. We are cruising, and that's what we want. So a healthy bit of oil. And let's throw our asparagus down right into that oil. We're gonna add a bit of salt and pepper, toss those little guys around, and we're gonna let those cook for about 3 minutes. Now while those are cooking, I also have my fish. I wanna get this cooking as well. So let's slide that asparagus out of the way, and then we're gonna add our fish right down to that beautiful hot oil. Something I like to do is you could actually take a fork and smash up some of those tomatoes just to let some of that liquid come out. This is all gonna combine with all of those fantastic flavors and create our sauce. Now let's talk about our fish. We should have a beautiful crispy skin. Let's give them a flip. Oh, beauty. Oh, look at that. Stunning. Gorgeous skin. Now this is a fairly delicate fish, so we don't want to go too long. Give a peek on our asparagus. My friends, we're about 60 seconds away from deliciousness. Now we do have a ton of flavor in that liquid, but I want to take it up one more level. I'm going to take some of this zest and the juice. We're going to put our zest right over the top. Now the reason we do this at the end is because we want to save as much of that beautiful flavor as possible to bring out those beautiful aromas, the oils of the lemon. Let's get our plate ready to go. I'm going to start, my asparagus should be done. Let's take a peek real quick. Now these don't take long at all. Oh yeah, I'm coming right over to the plate. So grab these. I have a nice long rectangle plate. We stay right down the middle. I'm gonna grab a few more. Stunning. This is gonna be the bed for our fish. Now we're gonna grab our fish. Let's grab our bigger fillet here. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful fish. Go right down over the top, just like that. Stunning. Now we're gonna grab this unbelievable melody of flavor. Wow, look at that. I wish you could. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Oh, we're gonna go with our sauce right over the top of our fish. Now just kind of let it fall where it falls. Don't worry too much about presentation. Oh yeah, let that juice come out. Now use your spoon. Let's throw some of those tomatoes and capers right over the top. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now all this needs is a bit of crusty bread, and my friends, we've made magic. We've made edible magic. What I'm excited about is that gorgeous crispy skin, all the stunning flavor that we really put into our sauce. Trying to think of something clever to say. There's nothing clever to say. Perfectly cooked fish. Stunning sauce. Oh my goodness. The white wine, the butter, and the capers. Oh, let me find some capers. Ethan, get in here. Can you see these little guys? These little guys right here. It's a little pop of saltiness. Oh, let me get a tomato on there too. Oh, that's the bite. That's the bite. Garlicky, wonderful, bright, beautiful. How many adjectives are there? I'm done. That's all I got left to say. So good. I'm gonna plate up this other one. My beautiful wife is gonna be so excited about this one. Remember, it's all about technique. Take your time, have high heat when you need high heat, low heat when you need low heat. A recipe like this is a quick fire, so it goes pretty fast. So if you're cooking for 2 or 20, you guys can totally nail this one, and I've got absolutely nothing else to say. Did you see this sauce? One more time, come on. Get in close, Ethan. Look at this sauce. Oh, see how it thickened up nicely? It thickened up. Oh, please make this. Please make this at home. That's all I got. See you later.